Hey everyone! In this video, we'll make you discover the French high-speed train, also called TGV. We used it in July to get to Bordeaux from Strasbourg and back, which made us go through all of France. The TGV is probably one of the easiest and cleanest means of transportation in France. It took us around 6 hours one way, but that's because the train stopped many times along the way, otherwise it would be much quicker. But enough for now, let's jump into the video. The first part of this travel was obviously getting to the train station. So the adventure started in a tram and was followed by a small walk to the station. The current inner station dates back 1883 and was designed by a German architect. It was only in 2007 that the station received a huge glass dome covering the historical facade to enlarge its capacity. Regarding our train, we had booked our ticket online using SNCF Connect app. As prices were high due to the 14th of July, the French National Day, we opted for second class, the only other class being first. However, it doesn't have that many differences. We'll talk about that later. In second class, you cannot choose your seat, but a cool feature though is that we could ask to sit next to one another. An interesting fact is that TGVs in France have a 78% of arrival in time, meaning that they are often late. The national train company being SNCF, they are really well famous for that. But this time it wasn't late for departure. After taking our seat, it was time to enjoy some homemade food.
Tina, what are we having here?
Homemade wrap.
With?
The leftovers from our fridge.
Oh,
And homemade cookies with
the leftover of
banana.
bananas.
Tofu. Algae.
Hey everyone, here it's Alex.
And here's Tina. And we are going on a new adventure in Bordeaux to visit Alex's cousin Panara.
And today we are with my sister and her boyfriend.
I forgot to introduce Poppy.
Ah yeah,
I'm sorry, Poppy.
and here is Poppy.
We then went to explore the complete train. Each seating area is separated with automatic doors, with what is called platforms. Above the door, you have a red push button. Those buttons are used to depressurize the door. This way it will stay open longer. On the platform, you can find toilets, additional luggage rack, and seating area if you do not have a seat on board. Yep, it can happen that you do not have a seat. If you get or change a ticket last minute, you sometimes can get the ticket, but without a seat. Then you have to either find a spot in the platform or in the bar. I already had that case while on a business trip going back to Paris and getting a train earlier. There are various seat layout and bar design on board the TGVs, depending on their production date and time. But mostly second class are 2+2 seats and first 1+1. Other differences between the class are that each seat in first had a power outlet and a more comfortable seat, but that's mostly all. The TGVs have 8 carriages and are 200 meters long and can carry up to 380 passengers in a single decker version. In cruising speed, they are reaching up to 300 km per hour, and a cool thing is that you can board the train up to 2 minutes before departure. Each TGV has a bar, located in the middle of the train. It's that carriage that made train travel in France so cool, as it is the perfect place to change your environment and seating position. There, you can just hang around the place, stand and chat. You don't need to be buying anything from the bar to use the space. But if you are hungry, They are also offering cold and warm food with various menus and even vegetarian options. You can also get most conventional drinks, such as coffee, sodas, beer and even wine. Whatever you get, you'll be able to pay by cash or card. One thing that I've been always wondering is why the bear carriage has double windows.
Alright, so review of the toilet. So once you're inside, what you get is a little hook for your jacket, a handle, you have a big glass, some disinfectant to clean the toilet itself. Flush. You already have toilet paper, another handle. Here you have soap, a plug to shave for the air. You have to press the button on it and it works. There is soap and then there is a glass.
In second class, you get the 2+2 seat layout. Each double seat has a power outlet. Each seat a footrest, a magazine holder, a foldable cup holder, and a foldable tablet. There is also a light per seat and a foldable armrest in between the double seat, as well as on the corridor side. In between the seat, there is a trash bin, but nowadays you also have a cleaning team going through the train to get the trash. And the last feature is that the seats are reclinable. And if you are looking for your seat number, they are located in between of the seat on the upper part. Along your journey, be sure that your ticket will be controlled. There are normally 2 conductors per train that will control every passenger. You don't always get your ticket controlled before entering the train, so if you are on board and don't hold the ticket, go to them directly to avoid the fine. You can find the conductors either on the corridors of the train or in their dedicated seating area or control cabins. Some other facts about TGVs are: most, if not all TGVs, now have free Wi-Fi, but you should have 4G data along the journey. However, don't expect it to be the best. All TGV are entirely non-smoking. All TGV have 1 or more wheelchair space and wheelchair accessible toilets in both cases, and all have at least 1 baby changing facility. Today, the best is to use the e-ticket directly from the SNCF app instead of having a real ticket. And one final fact is all TGVs are electric, except for the prototype number 1 train that was a gas train and that is now on exhibition on the side of the highways in Strasbourg and Belfort. And we finally arrive in Bordeaux train station. Time to pick up our luggages and get off the train to discover the station at the other end. From there, we head out to find the parking lot from which my cousin picked us up. As this trip is mostly to see her, as we don't get to see each other as much as we want due to the distance, it was a perfect trip. Great news is that we will be celebrating our wedding anniversary as well as the 14th of July together. We will also be staying in a new house that is just amazing and where we got the ballroom room that we love. Thanks for watching. Support us by subscribing to our channel, leaving a comment or liking the video.